Mikey J, thanks for the sub. You're watching the VODs. Uh-oh. Yeah, try catch up. Try catch up. I'm in the future, you're in the past. Do. Wake up. Where's the snooze alarm? Snooze alarm on the universe. Gasp. Alright, let's go check out the log. Log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. Log. It's better than bad. It's good. Everybody get your log. Go on and get your log. Wait, what? Why did it draw that? Did I get... Oh, I guess I got something. Since the last time. This is the slide burning room. Slide burning room. This is the one in the Gorg. Secret mural in the Endless Canyon. Room full of slides piled next to a device. Found a hidden slide reel. Shows a container marked with a glowing symbol. Being handed to a shadowy figure. The lights are extinguished, and the figure carries the container into a secret passage behind a mural of a large tree. The reel I found in the slide burning room shows a container marked with a glowing symbol. Being handed to a shadowy figure. The lights are extinguished. Okay, so the mural thing, there's a version of that in the Shadow World. This is the one I actually wanted to work on, so that's kind of interesting that there's something here. Because I thought there's something here I don't have. Turns out there is. I never look at the notes in map mode, and people always said, like, it shows where you're missing stuff. I wonder if there was, like... Was this, like, question mark the whole time? And I just never checked here, because I like looking at how they connect spatially. Submerged structure, sealed vault. Secret mural. Okay, this is in... I guess they have different names in that world. They don't give a name for the Shadow World. I call it that, I guess. Being able to rewatch movies would be amazing. Because there's like, it's all visual, right? There's no language translation or anything. And there's things you see in the movies which you don't have the context for, you get it later. But then you can't remember the exact visual thing that happened. So you have to go, you don't even know that you missed something because you didn't have the context at the time. So you gotta go back and watch the movie, but sometimes you don't know which movie you need to go watch. So it becomes a bit aimless. When you know you're missing something, you're like, alright, I missed something, I'm gonna systematically look at everything, and there's a lot of things. Alright, so what I wanted to do first was work on the canyon in the Shadow World with the bridge and the dudes in the dark and getting lost, that kind of stuff. There's also that claw somewhere. I guess I just haven't discovered it. Or... There's like an interface to connect to it. I'm assuming it's around somewhere. The claw. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Okay. It's not highlighted. It's like right here. Wrong button. I know how to use this controller. There it is. And then push pins and string. It's all connected. Whoa! Okay, nice autopilot you got there. Good as new. Okay, where are we going? The Gorg. Fastest way to the Gorg is this way. Good enough. Gorgonzola? No, as in Fraggle Rock, obviously. And we want to go. Jump in the fireplace. It's up here, I think. You've never seen Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock was awesome. If you're a kid. If you're an adult, you might think like, oh, that's kind of neat. It's cute. I get the charm and the way it's constructed. Although I don't necessarily want to watch hours and hours of it all at once. Okay, so, let's light her up. We got to turn on the bridge to walk across. We weren't done yet? No. If you're watching like the last 90 minutes, I don't know if I discovered anything particularly interesting there. Okay, so in here, there's a dude watching a movie. At least one, maybe more than one. At least one. I've got to go around him to turn on this bridge inside the building to get over to the other side. Then we cross the invisible path. I'm not sure how I feel about these invisible paths. I think they're a little bit not great, puzzle game device in this particular world when everything else is based on, like, orbital dynamics and, like, gravity and, you know, momentum and stuff. I guess we're like in a magical world. I got to you trying to find the third secret room. Third secret... Oh, where they burn stuff? Oh, okay, yeah, I did find it. Spoilers. Okay, so we gotta turn this on. But dousing all the lights, which lets us, I'm assuming, do important stuff, because there's lights. I think it lets us walk through that painting there. I forget exactly. But this bridge gets doused too, so I have to redo it, and that's where I kept getting crushed. Down the stairs. Hit the glove. Go straight. Dude's, he's in there watching a movie. Or maybe he comes out of one of these other doors, actually. Cross this bridge, turn left. He comes out of maybe this room. And it's hard to get past him. One of these rooms. I think I turn right. Maybe. No, it's not right. It's right. It's not right. Yeah, he's right there watching the movie. He comes out of here. I can barely navigate this when there's little blips of light. But imagine when it's pitch black. You gotta go this way. Up and to the left. That's the way to get back. To activate the bridge, we go here. Bloop. Okay. Then I gotta go around here. So I gotta get around the guy, and then I assume he would, like, follow me up here. I gotta go around him again in this room by, like, walking around this thing. Did you figure out why the lights in that vision room got turned off for you to get to the code room? I don't remember exactly what you're referring to. It's a bit blurry in my brain. Alright. Then we would come back, cross the bridge, down the path. Okay, I got to here before. There might be a guy in there. Some of these doors open when you snuff the lights and the owls come out. Yeah, I got to here before. I don't know if I ever got through this door. Yeah, but I think we can if I snuff the lights. I think that's what happens. Like, this light and this light is powering that mural, and I think it might disappear, and I can walk through it if the light's snuffed. Okay, so the bridge is there. Over here is what? The elevator. Which goes down, all the way down to a boat. There's that room over there I'm trying to get to, I think. But who knows how to get there. Okay. What if I lower the elevator? From the bottom, you can't get to this, but what if I lower it? Oh, that's not how you do that. You do it like this. Then I snuff out the lights. And then I come back from the boat. And then I just go whoop down the stairs and I bypass all that. Sounds like a plan, Stan. First, I gotta snuff the lights. How do I do that? So they are over here. This is, yeah, I'm not sure how much I like this mechanic here. There's just an invisible platform. I guess there's different rules because we're in this shadow realm. Feels a little bit inconsistent. I don't know. Is there any other example of invisible platforms in this game? Okay. Yeah, now they're... Yeah. Now we go from there. From a boat, and we take the Vader. Okay. So we're here. I need a boat. There is a boathouse. They're not here. We're gonna have to go over the dam, or through it if it's broken. Is this the boathouse, or is it farther down? Here? Here. And we gotta go all the way around to the tower, because the first village, the Riverlands, Lowlands, will get flooded. Nice timing. Okay, I was gonna pour coffee and enjoy the river view and stuff. Okay. How did I find the invisible walkway? It was, one of the movies, I think, showed it. One of the movies. So I go this way. Can I? Oh, wait, this water is gonna I guess for now, I can go this way, as long as the water doesn't get too low. This is dry land normally, once the water goes back down. Oh wait, no. This is wrong. That's a dead end. That's where one of the secret rooms is. How long to beat on completion is 12 hours? I don't know. Maybe it depends on the order you get things. Maybe I experiment with game mechanics like more than other people. Like most people probably didn't take the second lantern type into the world trying to blow things up on the other side. I was like, oh, I'm gonna blow this sucker up. Okay, I think we're still okay. It looks a little different with the water high because it changes the landscape a bit. What's above water, what's not? I go here? No. Oh, maybe I went the wrong way. No. Dang it. This is the wrong way. I needed to be there. We needed to go one further direction over. Great. Other people don't blow things up? Yeah, I don't know. That was my first thought, like, oh. This thing's blown up, and I found a burnt-down village. Why would there be a burned-down village in the other world? That's because the explosion happens in both places. I need to blow something up. Yeah, you say sequence breaking, but this game is not linear. I'm not intentionally exactly sequence breaking. It's just explore things as I find them. But I guess if I miss, like, a certain thing because I didn't do things in whatever order, then it can be confusing because I have missing information. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love sequence breaking. But I don't think I was intentionally doing it with this game. Oh. What am I doing? I meant to go... Alright, okay, my brain. We meant to go to the tower. I passed it twice. We came from here. I didn't need to go back here. Okay, but we have... Oh, that took too long. I gotta reset the whole thing now. So it's time to get sizzle, little sizzle. Yeah, too much talking to chat. Okay. I guess I could have been accelerating towards it as I accelerate upwards. Then we cut like 0.7 seconds off my speed run. Eating dinner? What are you having? Oh, wrong way. Yeah. Ooh, ah! No! Ah! Okay, ba-doop-boop. I'm going this way. Helps so much if you jump up and boost before you leave the little gravity field there. Otherwise, this is way harder. Decelerate. Perfect. Perfection. It's a frame perfect trick there. Practiced it for 17 hours yesterday. Chilly, huh? Chivo, thank you for the sub. 72 months. Well, there's a lot of months, a lot of years. Okay, I don't turn right. Turn left. But the second left. Which makes it hella confusing. When it's pitch black, it's already kind of confusing when it's not pitch black. So I bypass all this crap. Whoopoosh. Okay, when we go back around, we're going to the tower, not back to the gorge. We're in the gorge. We don't need to go back to where we are. Woof. In a huff. In a puff. How to hide the path? Well, they needed you to get across to the other side in that particular area. But they do have a mechanic of, like, making bridges appear. But those bridges are not there until you light them up. So I don't know why they didn't do that again. To have you, like, blow a light through the little hole, the focusing thing, to enable a bridge. I don't know why they didn't do that. It does have that, it's got the two pairs of lights, and maybe, like, if I had noticed there's two pairs facing each other across either side, maybe like, oh, there's some silly invisible path here? Maybe I should check that. But I only found out about it by watching one particular video. You're gonna hurl into this. You're gonna spew here. It would really help if I can get to the tower before the dam breaks. This is gonna make getting up into the building. I guess I can still get up into it though, because there's a ramp around the backside I can use. Doze off. Wake up. Okay, now we take a boat. To do that, we gotta do what? Turn on the boat dock, I guess, right? Don't think there's another boat at this particular location. But it shouldn't take too long. Whoosh. Shortcut. Frame skip. I guess I can't see my vitals. I wonder if I could... Probably don't want to, like, jump off too many things. Snap my ankles, have to start over. Okay. Need some coffee. Plus sip. Yep. Okay, so this area, if that painting, if we can just walk through it, like I suspect, I've not been here yet. I've been down in the tower area, down past the alarm bell, when I went dead the first time. I got down there, but I don't remember exactly what I saw, and maybe I didn't get everything, or I didn't see everything. Don't remember exactly. Yeah, super dark. Good. Hopefully no dudes down here. At least not immediately. Aha! Yeah, it did. Okay, so these the lantern things. Ooh. They bring me right here, huh? Just another invisible path. Yep. Okay. The dude was behind me, so I was like, I better go now. Or I don't know exactly where. He might have been behind me. He might have been, like, technically close to me, but there were, like, stairs and ladders or whatever in the way. But I heard his sound. So I'm like, oh, I better go. Woo. Yeah. Alright. Movie time. Okay, I've seen this place from the outside. From the water. I don't know if there's any dudes walking around here. I haven't seen any of the dudes, the owls, down in this subterranean spot. Oh, we can watch movies. Okay, excellent. That's not where I came from. That's, okay. One thing at a time. Okay. Doors open. I'll take that, thank you. Okay, movie time. We're at the new system. Shit's rotating, bro. Yeah, orbital mechanics. Pretty lit, right? Yeah, I know, right? Let's watch a movie. Yeah, home village. Yeah, we miss it. We destroyed our planet to get here. Whoops. Very sad. This is the connection to the claw that puts up the barrier, I think. I remember this room, but it's sort of busted now. Look, we got some juice. Juice. Oh, this is their shadow world that we're in now. They're, building it or looking at it through a viewer. This is such a game developer game. We're building a world and we're going to explore it. We can, like, jump out of the world in the loading screen. Let's just make all the bugs features, bro. Okay, sleepy time. Lights lit. Super happy, contented time. The end. Okay, so they came here. They erected the force field. Then they went to sleep in their artificial heaven. That's the story from that movie. Blink. Can I not get that one? Nah, gotta do a little hop. Because I'm a short fella. I'm a little gecko. I'm not a owl antler thing. Okay. There's a glitch in the Matrix. This guy walking down the path. He's got a bubble. I see. Okay. All right, I get it. Okay. All right, game. You chose to wait this long to reveal this information in this one particular place. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Sure. Sure. You found this out by accident? I think I probably almost found that out by accident. I remember people saying, oh, like having that kind of reaction, like, oh, almost the thing. Because I have put it down from time to time, because I noticed that the owl dudes don't... Oh no, they did attack me. I was experimenting to see if they attacked me, because when they pick you up, they snuff the light. I was experimenting to see... if they would ignore, like, what would they do if I don't have a light to snuff? And turns out they just eat you. Okay, but that's some information I could have used before. I was really close, yeah. Alright, cool stuff. Alright, that's fun. Yay. Yay. I think that lets me do a lot now. Bark. I'm back in. Okay, we need to go back to the underground place. To get there, I jump off in the loading screen. So we just need to go. We need to go to the gorge or the tower. Gorge is probably better. It's faster and it doesn't tip over at the end. I wonder if I can also get past the alarm bell things like that. See if I need to be dead or not. Bleep. A library full of intact slide reels. There's a container. It's burned. No kidding. Congregating around a strange green fire. Creation of a simulated reality. Found a slide reel. Appears to be some sort of error report. Shows one of the strangest evidence. Dropping an artifact ground, walking. Blah, 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 blah. Hooray. Okay. Buckle up, Butterkip. I wonder what it looks like if I jump on the boat without the light and I enter the loading zone with the matrix vision. Perfection. What a landing. He stuck it. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Decelerate. Decelerate. Decelerate more, please. Decelerate chemically, not kinetically, please. Litho break you. Yeah. Chemically, as in flames from my jetpack. Which I assume are jets and not just reaction mass. I guess they're fire. I don't know if they are. They are on this vehicle, obviously. Do I got flames or oh, it might just be reaction mass? I don't know. Okay, we're going here. Slow down. This is better. I say that, but no. There's no gravity on that one. Ah. Easy. Flamethrower fuel refuels you? Yeah, but doesn't mean it gets lit on fire. It could just be reaction mass, the fuel itself. Because I guess there's a little light flash up. I see this, I don't know if that's just gas or if it's smoke. I do see a little light though when I enable the jet, so yeah, I guess fire. Or a little light bulb for effect. Like the artificial engine sound that some car manufacturers start creating as their engines get quieter. They create artificial engine sound. So this one. Doze. Doze it. Wake up. Just do vroom vroom. Okay, now we need to get to the boat. Your Volkswagen has that? It's weird. Threw the speakers out. Yeah, that's really weird. You hate that you love it. It scares the bejeebus out of you. I don't really find it scary. It's one of the reasons I don't really play horror games, because it just doesn't really appeal to me, that jump scare. I know not all horror games are about jump scares, but just kind of... I don't really care about the jump scares. It just gets a little bit tedious that you have to reset over and over again. Every time there's the jump scare, it means you have to, like, go back to that position, which may take, like, up to 10 minutes just to reset. And it's coupled with, like, you're trying to navigate in near total darkness, so you're likely to make mistakes because it's dark. On the wrap, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sort of curious what does the loading zone looks like. We'll try to check that out eventually before we finish the game. But I thought I would... I might need my lantern in this section, so I brought it. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, this one you can get through if you're dead. Or you've got to do some snuffleupagus. What if I don't have my light on me? I'm gonna leave it here. Is this far enough away? Zoop! Okay, so do they... I can't, like, snuff the light because it's way over there. Oh, this bridge is lit up. Okay, how did I do this before? There's a... Okay, I forget. Let's look at the other one. There's probably some invisible bridge silliness. There's a way to snuff out the bridge. I just forget, because it was last stream that I discovered it. Did I ever find all the codes? They're burnt. I don't think they do anything. It's a misdirect. It's a red herring. Those aren't moving, are they? They're at different levels. Like I can make them go up or down or something by shining lights at them. Or something turns on and they start moving. Oh. Oh, I see. Ah. Alright. Okay, so there was a way without being... I could just come back and be dead, and that works. There's a way to, I think... Or no, I'm thinking about the other room. Maybe there's not a way to snuff those out. Maybe I do have to come back dead. I don't know if I could do that terribly quickly. I can get back to there and then get back up to the water. Maybe there is. Maybe we should go look. It would be nice if I don't have to be dead, because then I won't have to reset the whole stupid thing. Where's the light? It's up on that thing. Oh no, it's being illuminated from there. Oh. Okay, I don't know how to extinguish that. Is the elevator here? I don't think it's here, is it? Can we go up top? I don't remember. Can I summon yonder elevator? Oh. Okay, maybe we go up there to get above? Maybe there's a section in the above that has a light shining down that I can block or something. I have to do that before coming down here. Or I just come back dead. That would be easier. Noun Beast, thank you for the 54 months. 4.5 years. Looks like 5.4, and they missed a decimal. Does the Vault have a new movie to show now that 2 seals... Oh, I've done 2 seals before, because I've been to this one when I was dead. So I doubt it. But we can check. You've not missed any months. Really? I think Twitch can restore it if you message them. I don't know how to do that. I've never had to do that. Or tried to do that. Pick61, thank you for the sub. 31 days. Wow. Could have been 30. It was September, right? Probably 30. 30 days. Blobbity blobbity. Yeah, this is how to get into the secret room in the tower. Okay. Dude, where's my light? Oh, it's here. Okay, there's a light over there, which I don't think we can get to from here, but maybe. It's that way. I think I'm stuck in this little thing. I can't get outside of the bell. Unless there's a hidden exit I can't see because I'm not Neo in the Matrix. Although I don't know if I can get far enough away from it. I could have left it down there, I guess. I guess... Hey, that's a stair. Walk up the stair, stupid. What is this, Thief Simulator? You can't even manage stair animations? That's the reason I stopped playing that game, by the way. Couldn't walk upstairs. That's where I draw the line. I was gonna leave this on there, but I can't actually act like, ha! No, come back. Kill yourself and come back. Yeah, we'll have to do that, but I don't know if I have time this cycle, because the dam is already broke a while ago. If I enter from this section... Oh, it's actually faster to get to a boat if I enter from the dam section, right? I just need there's no artifacts there. Oh, but I can't go back up because I can't do the light. I can't leave my artifact here. But maybe there is something to do up there to shut that off. We'll go take a look anyway, before coming back down here dead. No, from the diving bell, you're above here. You're outside. You enter, because they lower it in the real world, it's actually lower in the shadow world. So when you enter the shadow world, you're above it. So you can't take the elevator down if you enter from the, you know, this diving bell thing. From the real world, from the artifact. "13 minutes, huh? Alright. Maybe Wheeze can do it. Have you ever tried? Yeah. But, I'm sort of curious now to see if that light is accessible. Stairs. Go up them. Snuff. Wait. That's... Damn. I didn't kill myself. I need to kill myself in the real world. Not in the shadow world. Still alive in the real world. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah. Alley-oop. Okay. Now where am I? Real world. Vitals low. Okay. 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 I need to... I wonder if you could survive that fall. Probably not. If I just jump off the balcony and, like, land right here. Do a, Seath's Archive skip. Can I stop bullets? Yes, I can stop every bullet that's been fired at me in this entire game. Yeah, we haven't looped. Those were all Shadow World deaths. And one real world death, but we're still, technically alive. My brain or whatever. My digital self. My residual self-image. You can't survive that? You've tried? Okay. Turns out I can't summon the boat unless my light gets it. Don't know if I'm close enough to grab it. I guess that bridge is still operational if I can get over there. I can't call the boat back. So we have to do this in one go. I can't do it like set it up and then die and then come back. Unless I can do some mountain goating. It would work fine, I just have to do it in one go, because the boat would be there. I tried jumping across there before, it didn't really work. Is there only the one boat? Yeah, it's over on the other side, and there's no way to summon it, seems like. Nope. Okay. Now you can loop. All right, if I want to go to the I do want to check the diving bell world section. So to do that, I need an artifact, which is not at that area. Closest one, I guess, is in the gorge again. Intentionally designed so that you can't make that jump. Yeah, but most like speedrunning skips are unintentional. So I'm sure there's like places you can jump and survive that you're not intended to technically. I'm not saying that's one of them, but I'm sure they exist in the game. Whoa! Hey! Ooh! Ha! Ooh! Perfect. Landing. Yes. Okay, perfect. Ha! Grab it. Okay, door, yes. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and kill myself to enter the world. But I am going to investigate to see if I can spot that light. And if there's a way to turn it off. Alright, so now it spawned me on top of the fire. That's weird. It hasn't done that before. Okay, so we are outside. Wait. Oh, no, you gotta take the boat to get to the outside section. You can't just go straight to this elevator. Okay, I still want to look at the thing. I forgot. It's been a while since I entered from this location. That's right, you gotta do the, you gotta enter from the other world to get the boat. I think I do have to enter from the loading zone to do the second one. This one is the shadow vision, and this one is you're dead. Alright, so this, we already screwed up. That's good. I hadn't gone in that one in a while, so I forgot. Okay. So I do want to pass through that spot. So I guess we'll go to the gorge, but I'll take the boat. I gotta turn on the elevator, which involves turning on the bridge. But then I want to take the boat past the first loading zone so I can take a look at the bell area. All right. Rinse and repeat. Where am I going? Gorge. Okay. Okay, you slow down too much. But don't miss the platform. Don't miss the platform. Am I dead? I'm not dead. Makes it easier to die later. True. It's like 3 frames I'm saving right now. See? Okay, now we need a boat. Alley-oop. Gold split. All I want to do is pop some balloons. But first we've got to do silly puzzles too. Okay. Step 1. So there's a light shining down into the cavern. No balloons today at this pace. Are you kidding me? The second half. Yeah. So in order to finish the second half, I uninstall the game. Yep. If I get off here, yeah, I can summon another boat. So if that light is shining down from here, it's around here somewhere. It may not be something... It's probably not something you can fiddle with. But if you can, it's around here somewhere. Because it's directly... That goes directly down to the little island you end up on. So if there was like a little thing you can manipulate, it would be like right here, actually. Oh, maybe I should go to the Shadow World, or Matrix Vision. Maybe there's an invisible pathway I don't know about. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, I don't see anything like that. Worth a shot. It might be also that that light is governed by some lantern that gets knocked out when the dam breaks, but the dam had already broken and it wasn't out. So, unless you have to wait till the very end, which I don't really want to do. How much do I know? I don't know. If I don't know something, then I probably don't know that thing, do I? So how is that supposed to be answered? Can't. Need my lantern. I don't know what I don't know. I am not sure. Maybe I do or don't. Wonder if I can blow a lock like back on. Probably, right? No? I can't lock it back up? Alright. Whoops. Open sesame. Passage. Spookular. Figuring out you needed to die so the bells could not wake you is such a mindfuck. Yeah, that's the way I initially discovered how to get into the thing. I don't remember what my reasoning was. Oh, I think I wanted to reset the loop, so I just killed myself. I was like, oh, here's a fire. I'll kill myself. And that's how I discovered the Shadow World. So I was missing information because I got there that way, I think. Before I learned some other things. It took me a while to figure out, oh, I can just take a nap. I don't have to die on a fire. Hi. You didn't eat me? Hi. Talk to the prisoner. What's back here? Nothing. Darkness. The prisoner. Dude, your antler, it's broken. Who are you? ... Yeah, because we don't speak the same language. Oh, you're gonna play us a movie? What'd you do? You wanna watch a movie? Oh, he's gonna smash my brain in with that thing. Smash it! No? Oh. Whoa. Okay. I look at it. Okay. Your mind to my mind. He disabled it. Oh. This is reminding me of a novel called Pandora's Star. It's like a space opera novel. I highly recommend it. So they're like, you frickin' jerk. We came all the way out here and you do that? Yeah, Peter Hamilton. Why did you do that? Why'd you do that? I'm just noticing they have two thumbs. Are you offering me this thing? Wait a second. Oh, I can't. Yeah, we can't go into Matrix Vision because we took the elevator, which requires the lantern. See how they set that up so I can't use Matrix Vision? I don't think anyway. Yeah, you can't get far enough away. So now I show him my history or whatever. Here. Check out my movie, bro. Whoop, I gotta hold it down. This is me. This is your world. Or it's the, your spaceship thing, anyway. I know he wanted me to hold the thing, but I want to fiddle with stuff before I accept the obvious option. This is blowing his mind right now. Rip. I don't know if I'm still supposed to be holding down the button. I'm still holding it, and it's not comfortable. Because it stopped when I let go of it before. That's me. I don't need to hold it down, but what if? How do I know? Last time I let go, the movie stopped. I did not let go. How you like that story, bro? Broski? If you complete this before the normal game and you don't have all those experiences, yeah, I don't know. Not sure. There you go. Yeah, you too, bro. We're like, it's like we're Spock and Kirk right now. I'm gonna go to sleep and have his memories. Oh wait, I'm already kind of asleep. No, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. Yo, you're taking... Wait a second. Hey. What? You left with... Was I supposed to go with him? Oh, no. I don't think so. He's like, yoink, laters. Haha, sucker. Now he's free? Yeah, but he's still dead. He can't leave the shadow world. They're all dead, and I'm also dead. Until the reset, but he's not gonna reset. I will, but he won't. It's just their way of removing him from, like, the game as an asset. Without, you know, because he walked up here, but then they just unloaded it while he was off camera, I'm guessing. Maybe he'll be out here. Where you at, bunny? Because guess what? You can't leave. Maybe he took the elevator to go up stop, but he would still be stuck there. Maybe he jumped in the water and ended his... Maybe he jumped in the water. Yeah. Oh, here's his thing. Oh yeah, I bet he did. He left it here. Oh. Oh. Hey, that's me. Yeah, let's go. Is this like the shadow world beyond the shadow world? This is just a movie, bro. It's not real. It's not real. Can't pick it up. It's dark. Okay. Is that the end? Or is there more? I guess we gotta check my ship log. Because I know the way to end the game. I don't remember all the details involved with it, but, like, we saw the little video of it there. Oh, no, we didn't. We saw the aliens dying, and we saw me taking off in the spaceship, and that's, like, it. But, I thought there would be an alternate ending. But obviously there's an ending when it just resets, but it's not an ending. Do I want to know if that's all? Not yet. I want to check the log first. Yeah, I know the base game ending has been amended a little bit. I think I saw somebody tweeted that or something. And we're stuck here because I'm dead. I wonder if it's possible to get past this and be alive. The 3 tricky things you can do in the Shadow World: you can enter it while you're dead to fool the alarms, you can leave your lantern artifact to get to Matrix vision, and you can jump off the boat in the loading screen to get into the center of this area, to get back there. Those are the 3 tricks. We had to do all 3 tricks to find the prisoner and talk to him. There was just some screaming. I'm assuming they just got extinguished or something. Maybe the tower fell over, which means we're a minute or 2 away from the end. So, all that took a while, though. I don't know, like, if you could somehow get past this, and then you would have to leave here and go do all the other endgame stuff. Seems like a lot. But since I've encountered him, he should be one of the characters in the endgame, I think. Maybe he used the boat? He can't get to the boat from where we are. You can brute force the puzzle to turn off the light. Oh, is that what it does? I guess. Sealed vault. That looks kind of complete, though. I met one of the stranger's inhabitants who was imprisoned within the vault. The prisoner showed me a vision revealing the actions they took that resulted in their eternal confinement. I used the vision torch to share my knowledge of the solar system's history with the prisoner. Right? So is that it? Aside from doing the normal ending now? I forget the sequence to do the normal ending. I remember pieces of it, but I don't remember how they all line up. I think the first thing you probably do is go to the ash twin before the sand fills up. Probably. And then hit a you have to, like, look up when a thing teleports you somewhere else. You gotta get the power cell and then repower it, but I forget how. Base game 98 loops. How much was this one? 62 or 3? When did I play the base game? About a year ago, maybe? I don't remember the exact date. It was around the time the game came out, right? I think it was around release date. Oh, and I remember flying towards something was easier when I could mark it here. No, but I'm looking for... Maybe it's not on that screen. Maybe it's on rumor mode screen. vessel. The vessel, yeah. Makes it easier to navigate towards once you get into dark bramble. Was it here? The warp receiver must be located on the relevant body. Shared alignment point. Advanced warp core. I think we've got to fly to Ash Twin, and I've got to find the warp thingy as soon as it gets unburied, and then look up and get teleported. I just don't remember which tower it was. If I mark the Ash Twin, I know how to get to the Ash Twin project. But I've got to land and like be at I have to be under one of these towers, I think. I'm trying to remember because it's been a while since I played. The towers allowed the Nomai to quickly travel between the twins. If I just start over and go there, I might remember visually. I might have a memory manifest in my brain. Okay, so we have to go there, hop in a teleporty. We might go to the sun station? Is that it? Where's the sun station? Sun station. Ash Twin Tower. Sun station is designed to make the sun go supernova. The Nomai fired the sun station, but it had no effect on the sun. They concluded the sun station could never cause the sun to go supernova. The Nomai took a break. Our sun has reached the end of its natural life cycle. The White Hole Station was used as a model for these towers, which were built for the Ash Twin project. I think the sun station might be that one. I don't remember if that's where we have to go. Don't think we have to go back to the quantum moon. I know we end up in the space, but we need the fuel cell thing charged, or what, the charged one. We don't need to go there. Okay. All right. Let's give it a go. Hey. This is I'm meditating right now. Can I give a detail? Yeah, go ahead. Feel free. Spoiler. The spoiler shield has been released. I extinguished it with the focusing device. You can go in the house of the prisoner. The place I was in, or like his house in the shadow world, or his house in the real world? Or his house on their home planet. Okay, Ash Twin. Ember Twin, whatever. All of his paintings have his face marked out. Oh, I see. Cool. Okay, so we either need... This is the part that I don't remember. I either need to be in the spot where the tower is being unburied, or I have to... I think I have to be on this one. And I have to wait for the thing to get unburied, because we're not waiting for it to get buried. Whoa, buddy. Yo. Are you, velocity match, sucker? Yeah, I guessed that his was the seat that's empty. Okay, so one of these are going to get... I guess they haven't even started yet, huh? Is there something I have to do before this? Now that's started. Get out of its way. Like a 7-minute wait. Let's back up a bit. If you were wondering if the wave somehow killed the lights that stopped you from going into the secret room, no, that was you blowing out the candles in the Matrix. Okay, there's a tower. Don't remember which one we have to be at. I think it might be that one. Okay, my hunch is this one. He never changes strings for 10 years? That's a long time. Is this... I think we have to be lower than this, right? Yeah, that's Buster. It's down here. I've never played it. Oh, here we go. A banjo for 10 years, but I know from playing a bass, if you wait that long... Ah! We have to go down here. If you wait that long to change the strings on a bass, it just makes it sound bad. It sounds dull. I don't immediately accept that that makes the music sound better. I'm a little bit skeptical of that. Maybe I've got to fly through that spiky stuff. Some of the strings I think are nylon. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know much about banjos. I wonder if I got to fly around here to get to the thing. That gets me up into that room. Okay. Can you spoil this? Yeah, I don't care. I've already done it. I just forgot. That gets me in here. Oh, that's it right. Yeah. That's what I have to do. That's it right there. Okay, we gotta reset now. This is too late. There are twin towers. Oh, we gotta do this one. Whoop. Slow down. Chip. That tower. Yeah, I know it takes me to Sun Station. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go exactly. For the first part. Oh, I think, is it this one? The destroyed one? Do I look down or up? We gotta look at the ash, the other one, ember or ash, whichever one. So it should be looking up. Well, I suppose you could be looking down if that's where it is right then. Although I don't know if that works. The vessel. Wait, why is the vessel highlighted? I changed the highlight. Yeah. Yeah. No, I was... Alright. Alright, let's start over. Live, die, repeat. I don't have to look up. Yeah, but it's cinematic. What the? Shloop, shloop. Oh, that is called the vessel. This one is called the stranger. Alright, it was highlighted correctly. Boing. There's a second, easier shortcut for the Endless Valley Shadow World. There's a visible walkway to the right that goes over to the right side of the house. Yeah, I didn't go back there after realizing... What is this autopilot? Get closer. I did not go back after learning about the Matrix Vision stuff. Oh, slow down. Slow, slow. Okay. Stuck the landing. Should be out of the pass, I think. Wow. Technology. Oxygen refill. Spot a tree. Step 2. Walk towards it. Enjoy. And just in case you were confused, here's a little sticker that says tree. It doesn't say tree. It says tree in pictures. What was the first shortcut for the Endless Valley Shadow World? I don't know. Are we dripping sand yet? Yep. it right there. Oh, I know what you mean now. There's a yep. I think I know what you mean. I think I know. Here comes the sand. Yeah, yeah. Here comes the sand. Yeah, yeah. Don't fling my ship. It's gotta be another whole rotation. I might not want to be standing there. Yeah, there's no more spoilers anymore. I finished as much of. I think I didn't do 100%. I don't know, but I did pretty much everything in the new DLC, and I did everything in the base game. I don't have all the achievements. I didn't get all the alternate endings or whatever, but I did as much as I'm gonna do. So. The Weshel. Whoop, I don't want to be there yet. No, no, no. Not yet. Not yet. I guess you can enter from below. Plop. That's the right one. Ah, what the? Oh. Prickly pear. So, the way I remember this, if you're too far away from the center of the thing, you won't actually get sucked up. But you need to be under here so you don't get sucked up by the wrong thing. I need to be, like, astrally and fifth dimensionally sucked up, not sand sucked. You have to resist the sand suck. I think it's like right after it stops sucking, I have to go back to the portal. Huh? Was I too slow? Yeah, I think I screwed it up, right? Too slow. You have to go while it's still sucking, but then you get sucked. The way I did it, the way I remember doing it is the sand goes by, and I go back to there as its suckiness diminishes, like right at the end. Three minutes of oxygen remaining. Alright. Take his oxygen. Alright, here we go. There we go. Alright. Okay, so let's remember what to do here. Okay, that's what I want. Don't know what that does. What's it do? Nope, wrong one. Wrong button. Wrong button. Float. Float. There. Velocity matched. Okay, now I go back to the ship, I think. Oh wait, can I go back to the ship? How's that work? Yeah. Shkaboosh. We blow this popsicle stand. We go to... What? Not yet. It hasn't been that long. Is that that's not the end music, is it? Why is this... What happened there? I had to wait for an additional rotation of the star. Why is it ending? Oh, it's for like, oh, he's got the thingy. He's close to ending. Let's ramp up the hype. The hype must flow. Yeah, it sounded like it's very similar to the ending music. Okay, I don't remember what the colors mean. Which one we have to go to. Duplicate signal means... some of these you can fit in, some you can't. I guess the red one we need to go in. Maybe that's what the color is. And then don't move them. I already turned the lights off, but I guess they're blind. Just have to float by. Stand by. I broke the loop because I took the power core thing out of that thing powering the statues. Yeah, I guess so. So if I die now, I would get an alternate ending, which I probably already have, right? Oh. No, no, no. Can't catch me. I am the gingerbread man. I'm the gingerbread man. where do I enter? It's not there. Whoops. Yo, easy there, pilot. Okay, I forget where the entrance is. There's one spot where the entrance is broken open. It's on one of these wings. The entrance was facing me. Came in here. Like this. Oh. Right, this. I have to do a little connection puzzle thing. Oh, there was a code. Where's the code? Yeah, I forgot how to do this. I remember there being a code now that I have to find. Oh no. Okay, I forgot about that part until just now. Code. Give me the code key, Howard. Yeah, we need to go check the ship's log. Hopefully it's there. The game does pause when I'm looking at the log. So here's the vessel. The Matrix vision. Apparently not. Oh, here it is. CXN. Okay, perfect. Oh. No. Shoot. No. Shoot. Great. Kind of hard to do with an analog thing. Did I do this with my mouse last time? Oh. Yeah, way easier with the mouse. Engage number 1. Whoop 9. Alright, now what? Now what I do? Forget. Are we just watching the universe end? Is that what it is? Don't know if I'm supposed to do anything. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe just watch. Move the center orb. Oh. Ah. Zoop. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I remember this now. I don't know what I have to do. I just remember this place. Is this the quantum moon? Is that what this is? Yeah. I don't know if we're just waiting for stuff, all the freaky stuff to happen, or if I'm supposed to go into a specific place. Oh, what's that in front of me? Oh, yeah, a flashlight. I forgot I have a flashlight. Trees detected, and then they're gone. Go to the lights. Which lights? The ones that are flashing on and off? The light. It's lightning. Gravity here is pretty high. Maybe we'll go to the South Pole. Oh, here we go. Alright, I'm here. Oh, you don't want me going that way, huh? Sir, you have stepped off the designated path. Please return to the designated path. Zzz. Skidoosh. So long, world. Still nobody saved the universe. This game isn't about saving the universe. It's about the end of the universe. Oh yeah. I have a torch. Hey, where's everybody? Forgot. Music. Oh, right. That was me. Cool. Yo. Lights. Lights, please. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yum, yum. That's a tasty marshmallow. I hear music? No. No, I don't. Let me do a spinny. Do you think I can bring an artifact to the end of the world and go to sleep in front of this campfire? It's the wrong color and stuff, but still. Let's see. I've got to carry the fuel cell. I can leave the artifact in my spaceship. Go get the fuel cell. You teleport back to your spaceship. Yeah, I could totally bring an artifact into that room. I think I could bring an artifact with me all the way here. I don't know if I'd still have it. They might take it away from me. You have to wait a few minutes before the teleporter to the Ash Twin is even available. Maybe that's enough time to go get it. You'd have to go to the stranger. You'd have to get artifact. So I guess you would go in through where the hole is blasted through the wall. Grab the artifact, get out, fly to Ash Twin. Get the teleporter, go inside Ash Twin. Is there anything new in the end? We're still in the end. This is the end, still. Nothing new so far. Yeah, there's nothing new so far. We just got at the campfire there where everybody shows up, so I'm sort of guessing the prisoner's gonna be here. I went to it. I did. Jetpack to get on the roof. Dude, we're like in the afterlife. You want me to use a jetpack? That's super weird. The roof is covered. All right. Okay. Not quite time yet. Pretty sure we'll need the others. For this next part, we'll need everybody. Take your time. Time might not even exist. I guess the prisoner is gonna play one of his little owl instruments, right? Did I gather? I didn't gather anything. The music stopped. No, it's still there. Lights out. Quiet shade. In the ancient glade. It's always dark. Okay. Hey, time pal. So you're getting the band back together, huh? Go find the others. This is the... This is for the guy that I met on the world that's still alive, the Quantum Moon. See you later, nerds. My apologies. Everyone must be here before we can begin. Damn, Skippy, I remembered you. This gotta be the owl. Whoop. Hey, excuse me. Where's your frequency doohickey? Immersion ruined. Dude, why are you way back there? Join in the fun. When my kind found the eye, realized that it was what it was capable of, they were terrified. It was too difficult a truth. Like a light too bright to look upon directly, it burned them. What they could not unlearn was hidden away in darkness, obfuscated then lost. They didn't want to see their story end. My kind wasn't always like this. We weren't always so afraid. I did what I could to set things right, yet I'm still of my kind. And you know now what they did. I cannot promise our fears won't stain your mind. So a choice. Are you certain you want to remember me? Hell yeah! I don't want to repeat my kind's mistakes, but if you're willing to take the risk, then so am I. Nice. Alright, now, yeah, up here, buddy. There you go. There you go. This fire. What a warm and beautiful light it makes. Go find the others. Hey there. Don't be scared. That helmet looks like that one bounty hunter from Empire Strikes Back. Okay, I think that's everybody. I wonder if there was always a space missing around the fire, or if they shifted everybody. Alright, Feldspar. What do you say then? Should I get out the old harmonica? Oh yeah. Should I begin? Yep. Okay, wait. Calm down. Stop. Actually, that changed my mind. Stop. Bongos. Bongos. Piano. Piano. Pianissimo. I hadn't dared to hope that anyone would hear the signal, for how briefly I set it free. Yet here we are. Are you ready for the final step? I am. It's time. Time to send our spark out into the darkness. Is it time to find out? I think so. Can't wait to play with the whole group again. The end. Again. The end again. Do, 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 do. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. I've seen this already. How do I exit? Can I? Will it let me? Oh, it might not let me. Oh. There's an extra bit at the end. Alright. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Are the names repeating? 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 people. Plus some outsourced stuff. Plus voice actors. Plus advertising. Plus the distribution, which I guess is what that is. Third party. More people. There's a very small new thing. I don't remember. It's been a while. The Four Elk Choirs. I'm not sure. There's like musical instruments around. I haven't looked at the achievement list to see how many I'm missing. Probably quite a bit. Yeah, elk in real life make crazy sounds. I hadn't put it together that that's what those sounds were, but yeah. Guess so. Gary Sue. Adam thanked a Gary Sue. This is our system. Yep, that looks just like Earth. Nailed it. Is this the sequel or the next expansion? This probably would be more of a sequel. It's just a... Oh yeah, the bugs. I remember this part. Oh, what was that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't remember that part. Alright, that's it. For realsies. For reals. Done. Alright, really nice game. The expansion, there were some frustrations. I think I probably had a few points where I got stuck on the base game too, but all in all, really good. Really liked it. Chef's kiss, etc. Okay. Check achievements. All right. Achievements. I gotta quit the game. Okay. Put the gamepad away. Boo doo bump bump bump. have 5 out of 31. Yeah, I'm missing a few. Yeah, a few of them.